Hey everyone, I'm going to react to Bungo Stray Dogs episode 4, The Tragedy of the Fatalist. Well, last episode was crazy because these dudes showed up. Port Mafia's Akutagawa. He was after Asushi because Asushi has this bounty on his head that's like 10 million something or whatever, and they want him. And then, like, his Rashomon, like, eats everything. He ate the space between the bullets when Asushi was like firing at him and whatnot. And then he cut off Asushi's leg, but then Asushi's leg like regenerated after he transformed into the were tiger, and then they were about to come at each other, and then the Zai showed up with no longer human and stopped everything, and then it turns out that the Zai used to be part of the poor mafia. So many things happen. So that was last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have more reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider support on Patreon at patreon.com/filmmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. Clearly, the others were passed out. Or at least Asushi, yeah, I think the others were passed out, so I don't think they heard when they said that Dazai was part of the poor mafia, because they were like nobody knew exactly what he used to do before he joined up with the agency. So yeah, let's go. That looks like a girl though. Okay, I'm gonna assume that it's not the same person. Asushi and I did not need to be worried about the agency, man. What the heck? You know, he passed out at the end of last episode and he woke up in bed and started remembering what happened. And you have... what's his name again? Kunikita. Kunikita there with his book upside down. And he seems like all cool, calm and collected and everything. But you can tell that he's not. He's worried about the worst scenario. And in my mind and in Asushi's mind, the worst scenario is the poor mafia just coming and killing everybody. And, you know, with Asushi feeling like this is all his fault and not wanting anybody to get hurt. I thought he was gonna maybe surrender himself or something to the poor mafia, but that's not really what happened. He was just about to leave them behind and leave the agency and whatnot. And then he called this girl. Of all the characters that's shown up in this show so far, she's my least favorite. Like, I cannot stand her, you know. So he called her and basically told her that he was leaving the agency, just trying to protect the agency, you know. She understood that, but she didn't care. She called the Black Lizard, and then tasked them to go kill everybody at the agency. Before that, they showed the Black Lizard going to this warehouse and then kill all the people there. And so basically trying to establish who the Black Lizard is. You know, they're this black ops of the port mafia and everything. So you're like, okay, you're thinking these guys are not people you need to be messing with, okay? They're black ops, okay? And then Asushi leaves. You know, Kunikita was trying to talk to him, trying to get him to help him with the workload and everything, but the boy is like, I need to protect these people, so I'm leaving. And he just left, walking away, thinking about what people said to him when he was at the orphanage, you know, him needed to go die in the ditch somewhere. I'm like, okay. He's thinking about all that, thinking, okay, they are right, I don't belong anywhere. Like, he's just like dejected, you know. And then he started hearing these gunshots. The poor mafia showed up with 2 extra people. You have the leader and 2 commanders, Gin and Mana, and then the leader. and the others with the guns, they showed up at the agency. They opened the agency. You see everybody there apart from Dazai who was downstairs at the restaurant, was just like trying to entice this woman to commit a double submersion or whatnot. So he was down there just like minding his own business. I love when the waitress was like, "Do you have a waitress?" That's funny. So the others were there, you know, and I'm thinking, okay, the Black Ops are supposed to be these badasses, like don't mess with them, and the others were there, you know, just like being casually talking to them and whatnot, and I'm like, okay, they are being too blasé about what's about to happen. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe, what was his name? Tanizaki has used Light Snow, his ability Light Snow to create this kind of illusion of all of them being there, and they are gonna fire their guns and everything, but they're not really gonna kill them because they're not gonna be there, or they're gonna come out from behind them. I don't know, something. But they were all there. Like, Associate ran up the stairs when they opened the door, and everybody was like, poor Mafia, everybody was like knocked out. They took all of them out, and I'm like, I was so pleasantly surprised to see that. Yes, we haven't seen all of them in action yet, but based on how they established this Black Lizard to be these Black Ops people, and then they go up against the agency and they were like all of them knocked out and taken out. I'm like, oh, so this agency is not people that you are supposed to be messing with. So I'm like, I'm so happy with that, because that made Asushi feel like, okay, I don't really need to be worried about these people. They can take care of themselves. That means I don't need to go anywhere. Like, I have a place to, where I can belong and all that. Like, they started crying. I'm like, oh. And I wonder if, I know Kunikida was thinking he's crying because of something else that he said, oh, why not? But I wonder if he's just saying that, like, if he actually understand why Asushi was crying, but he's just making it seem like he really doesn't know. But then this guy is I feel like he's so too straightforward for him to be doing all that, so he probably doesn't know why he was crying. And he kept talking about the worst case scenario, and the worst case scenario was these people showing up the agency and then having to spend a whole lot of money to fix everything up and all of that. I'm like, so that was your worst case scenario? Okay, if that's the worst case scenario, that means I don't need to be worried about you guys, which I love that they are strong people and they don't really need to be worried about the poor Mafia. I wonder if among the poor Mafia, well, what's his name? Akutagawa, he's clear. I'm about to say he's clearly the strongest, but I don't know. Maybe there are other people that are just as strong as him, or even stronger. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna assume that these Black Ops people are like the lowest of the low among the poor Mafia. I don't know. They showed Akutagawa for a second about to kill somebody in sort of like a jail cell or something, and then he's like, give me a reason not to kill you or to let you live or something or other like that. And then they immediately switch from that person, like they zoomed in on the person's face, and then they switch from there to Dazai trying to get this woman to commit double submersion and whatnot. So I'm like, I thought for a second that someone, I don't know if it was Akutagawa or if it's Dazai, was remembering maybe an interaction that they had with each other, because I was thinking that maybe the person in the jail cell was Dazai, but then The person looked like a woman, but their facial features sort of like resemble each other. So I don't know. Are they related? I don't know. I'm just that one was so funny when they asked one of them was like, "How? What will we do with these people or whatever?" They throw them out the window. And he's like, "Ichi ni san." I'm like, "That's so funny." Kept throwing them out of the window. So funny. Oh, I love this. I love it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to episode 5, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. You can also see the full length for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Bye. If I don't get today, I go get down tomorrow. Say 1 for the money, 2 for the dough, 3 for the shorty.